Bamba with it. Over to Anthony Edwards, guarded by Cedi Osman. Edwards with it, step back, mid-range for the win. He got it! Anthony Edwards will give Charlotte the lead. So now here comes the Hawks. Lopez on the inbound to Collins. This isn't going to fall. Bloody Mary! Drake's on the wall. How the hell did that shot fall? But Hawks win. So now the moment of truth in the bucket is off. The call is overturned. And Charlotte has won. That might have been the craziest ending in a 2K game I've ever had. And that says something because I have had a lot of crazy endings. What's going on, everybody? Mr. Octagonal here. We are back with the Charlotte Hornets, my league. Here in NBA 2K20 as the first round of the postseason is in the books. And our Hornets magically escaped past the Atlanta Hawks in a 7-game series. And for what it's worth, the Hawks did choke a 3-1 lead. So every top seed won their respective series except for one. And that's us. As the 5 seed, we beat the 4-seeded Atlanta and now are the lowest seed left in the entire playoffs. So it's time to prove some teams wrong, including the top seed in the conference, the New York Knicks. And this team isn't all that different. They have added a few young players, Cole Anthony, Cade Cunningham, and Jalen Green. Green is currently hurt and probably will return later in this series, so he will likely be back. But, I mean, other than those three, the Knicks core is generally the same, but they also have an extremely bright future with those guys, along with players like R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, and Kevin Knox, who have all really stepped up. Meanwhile, for us, Donovan Mitchell led the way in scoring that first series. Bradley Beal, Anthony Edwards also did their thing as well. Kuminga averaged 15 a game. He was really good. I think Mo Bamba was the biggest disappointment. Would have liked to have seen more from him. He did average double figures in rebounding. And I think Bruno Fernando outplayed him in that series, but I want to keep Bruno Fernando on the bench because he has been excelling there. R.J. Barrett on his phone, checking the nudes rather than shooting with the dudes as we got some Game 1 action. The 61 win. Number 1 seed in New York Knicks. Going to be hosting the 46-36 Charlotte Hornets. Of course, the lowest seed left here in the NBA playoffs. Trying to prove the doubters wrong here and potentially get an upset over the Knicks. So here comes Donovan Mitchell with the slam. If you remember, earlier in the season, shortly after the Hornets traded for Mitchell, his debut was against the Knicks, and he probably had about 7 posters in that game. Here's Jonathan Kuminga now with a nice dunk. Charlotte with an early 2-point lead. Here comes R.J. Barrett with the drive and the finish. In his 3rd year from Duke University, Donovan Mitchell, step back, splash. Showing off his inner James Harden on that play. And then look at this lob from Barrett to Cade Cunningham. As the Knicks now up by 2 until that layup tying it up from Kuminga. And Cade Cunningham will re-give New York the lead with a slam. Cunningham, a top draft pick out of the University of Oklahoma State in his rookie year. Nice layup from Bruno Fernando. Tough shot, and it does fall. Cade Cunningham now on the drive, making the layup. He's performing really well up to this point. And then here is Derek. Let me do you a favor, Knicks fans, and put you out of your misery. Derek Favors with a nice and one, 21-16. Here comes Devontae Graham on the poster. Over to Mitchell. Quick pass to Bridges for 3. No good, but Donovan Mitchell is right there for the board. And the putback. Glass cleaning. Plate scraping. And now it's a 3-point lead here for the New York Knicks. Cade Cunningham with it. Over to Elfrid Payton. Payton trying to do the shimmy. And he gets Mitchell to tumble a little bit. Elfrid Payton, not known as a shooter. I guess he can now with all that hair out of his face. As Bruno Fernando put back and bucket. The former Maryland Terrapin as it's a 6-point Knick lead. There's Alonzo Trier with the layup late in the first quarter. Now into the second quarter. Nice slam as it is a 6-point New York lead. Anthony Edwards with it. Step back on Barrett. Nice 3-ball for Anthony Edwards. Cutting the lead in half to 3. 29-31 now. Bradley Beal for the lead. Cash money. Bradley Beal making the 3. R.J. Barrett, however, will give New York the lead right back, making the mid-ranger on the elbow. As here's Ignas Brazgetis. Iggy buckets over to R.J. Barrett. From Atlanta, far away, R.J. with the J. As Julius, you can't Randle the truth with the layup, 34-38. Here's Bamba over to Edwards for 3. Nice shot for Edwards, the former Georgia Bulldog. And then in the corner, he will once again get the 3. As it is a 3-point lead for Charlotte. Bradley Beal going to double it as he gets the 3 to fall. Now here comes Barrett going upstairs, where Grandma hides the cookies for the and 1, and he's pumped. Foul on the play from Kuminga. Charlotte trying to get a late bucket before halftime, and Beal will do just that as we advance to the second frame. Charlotte up by 4. Nice shot in the corner as Donovan Mitchell, he would be getting these shots pouring. It's raining, and he's flying. Donovan Mitchell with the slam, 55-46. Hornets playing really well to start the half. Nice fadeaway from Julius Randle, and then Mitchell with the casual poster. Nothing crazy for his standards. 57-48. Here comes Cole Anthony. Nice contested layup for the son of former NBA player Greg Anthony. As Bamba over to Bridges for 3. Cash money. Miles Bridges for 3. 64-54. Anthony on the drive. Nice defense from Beal, but it does fall. Hornets now up by 14 as Kevin Knox with it, guarded by Bridges. Knox on the screen, getting mean, making the 3 ball. 72-58. Here comes Donovan Mitchell on the drive. Mitchell, step back, doesn't know what to do with it. He's going to let it fly. Nothing but net for Donovan Mitchell, making that one look effortless. As here comes the Knicks. Cole Anthony with it. Anthony, tough layup, no good, but the Nerlens wall. Nerlens Noel gets it back in. There's Kevin Knox with the layup, trying to keep the Knicks in it. But this has not been a pretty quarter for them. Anthony, tough layup, no good, but a nice putback for the Knicks. That was Derek Favors, and we advance to the fourth. Jonathan Kuminga going to start the frame off with a dunk. R.J. Barrett now over to Kevin, knocking him down. Instead, he misses it, actually, and Mitchell Robinson gets the board, so my pun is kind of useless. As Julius Randle, tight defense, but the shot does fall, 87-70. Beal with it, over to Mitchell. Mitchell now double team, but you know who's wide open? For real deal, Bradley Beal. I don't know why the Knicks would leave him open. 72-92, big lead for Charlotte. Nice bucket for Julius Randle, trying to make this game a little bit closer. Mitchell now on the drive, gets the and 1. Anthony called for the foul, and now it's a 21-point lead. Randle, another fadeaway. He was making these shots all night long, but the same could really not be said for the rest of his teammates. I guess Cole Anthony's having a good game. He's done an excellent job at driving to the rim and getting layups in contact as Kuminga makes the layup. Now 2:17 to go. We got a jump ball. Barrett and Bamba. This is a pretty easy one for Mo Bamba. Barrett has some bunnies, but Mo Bamba's noticeably taller. And then Mitchell for 3. That'll put the Hornets into triple digits, up by 24. Now 25 as Kuminga. Fancy layup and 1. Foul on Zaire Williams, the Sierra Canyon product, as Devontae Graham dribbles out the clock, and that's how game 1 ends. Wow. Dominant showing by the Charlotte Hornets. 106-82 victory. The Hornets really were dominant in the second half. Throughout the first half, it was pretty close, but the Hornets were just killing this Knicks team in the second half, outscoring them by a total of 20 points after only outscoring them by just 4 points in the first half. Here's a look at the box scores for both teams. Mitchell led the way with 26, 23 for Beal, 18 for Edwards, double-double for Mo Bamba, and the team shot the ball pretty solid. As heading into Game 2, I think it's worth noting that before I was recording this game, I was playing basketball and I jammed my thumb, so that made things a lot harder, and I think it was quite evident at the beginning of this game, as you'll be able to tell. Knicks rocking their alternate jerseys, by the way. Shout out to my good friend AP. He was one who made these jerseys. As a quick 3 to start the game off for Cade Cunningham. 7-2. Here is Cole Anthony with it. Trying to drive by Beal. Anthony now posting and toasting on Edwards. No good. Gets his own board. Glass cleaning. Plate scraping. That's an and 1 for Anthony. 9-2. Mitchell on the drive, and he's denied. Not in my house, says R.J. Barrett. And then Cole Anthony taking it himself with a rack attack. Nice layup for him. As now it's 11-2. Dominant start for the Knicks. Julius Randle now with the slam. 15-2, but we're not done. Barrett, nice layup, making it 17-2. Hornets did not make a field goal for pretty much the first half of the first quarter, as those first 2 points were off free throws. Here's Bradley Beal for 3. Now Donovan Mitchell making the 3, and the Hornets are right back in it, only down by 7. They were down 19-2 at one point. Now we're getting our groove. Now the thumb is figuring things out. There's Edwards for three. 21-19. Here's Favors. Nice bucket. Charlotte was on a 17-2 run at that point after the Knicks started on a 19-2 run, but New York's getting back into it. Knox now. Knocking it down. There we go. There's my pun. There's going to be plenty of Kevin Knox puns in this series, I can tell you that right now. As Edwards and Bridges with slams before the end of a quarter. Bridges with a powerful one. And then to tie it at the buzzer, Anthony Edwards drills it. Anthony Edwards knows a thing or two about shots at the buzzer. So here's Cole Anthony now. He is blocked. Transaction denied, says Bruno Fernando. And then here comes Edwards with the dunk. Charlotte up by 4. As here's Edwards over to Miles Bridges, the Michigan State Spartan for 3. 39-28. Charlotte all of a sudden up by 11 as Cade Cunningham stepped back. He was messing with Edwards' ankles there, getting the 3 to go in. 47-36. Here is Cunningham trying to drive, almost loses it, and gets the layup to fall. Now 52-40. Cade Cunningham with it again. He's going to take the open 3. Nothing but net. As the weatherman predicted a forecast of heavy rain in this one, as you can see. Nice layup for Cole Anthony late in the half, 52-47. Cunningham would actually lose it this time. Stolen by Donovan, the freight train Mitchell with the one-handed powerful dunk. 54-47. Barrett trying to end the first half with a bang. Pump fake, gets the putback to fall. As we go to the second half, Mo Bamba sent that one to New York City all the way to Manhattan. And then here comes Jonathan Kuminga going upstairs where Grandma hides the cookies. Beautiful dunk from the rookie Kuminga, selected number 5 out of Duke, as that shot would be blocked. Here comes the Hornets. Edwards for 3. More wide open. Ben McDonald's drive through at 5 o'clock in the morning, and he will capitalize. 65-53. Here comes Anthony. Stumbles with it, but he gets it back and makes the layup. 10-point lead. Now 68-58. Inside pass for the big fella. Bruno Fernando getting the dunk. Here comes Devontae Graham now. Rock Chalk Jayhawk misses the layup. But once again, Fernando is in there for the dunk to put it back. 74-62. There's Mitchell dunking on, I believe, Derek Favors. Now 76-62. Nice pass from Cole Anthony over to Kevin Knox for the slam. 76-64. Here's a lob from Barrett to Cole Anthony. 76-66. Anthony now for 3. Absolutely bricks it. And then Favors is blocked, but Mitchell Robinson puts it back. Quiet start to the series for Mitchell Robinson, as there's a nice dunk for Nerlens Noel. 78-72. Here's Mitchell for 3. Hornets needed a bucket, and they got one right there. 81-74, late in the third. Nice pass in the corner for Alonzo Trier, the former Arizona State Wildcat, getting the bucket. Late in the third now, Jonathan Kuminga trying to end off this quarter with a bang. And he does just that, as Kuminga makes the long mid-ranger, and the Hornets will take an 8-point lead heading into the fourth. Look at that step back from Donovan Mitchell, stepping back in the last week, making that shot to fall. Cunningham, deep 3, and he will get it to go. 90-83. Bradley Beal now with it. Beal, floater, no good, but Mo Bamba gets it back. The Harlem, New York native with the play. And then here is Kuminga. Over to Bamba. Over to Miles Bridges, probably about 6 feet beyond the line. You might as well call him Kim Jong-un, because he's launching frickin' nukes. What a shot from Bridges. There's Barrett with the dunk. And then Cade Cunningham now with the slam as well. The Knicks have cut the lead down to 2. Now it's a 4-point game, as Cunningham's mid-ranger will cut it in half back to 2. 101-99. Hornets got to get a bucket here. Bradley Beal, step back for 3. Got it. Nice shot for Beal, and the Hornets will take a 5-point lead with just around 2 minutes left to play. Barrett with it. Top of the key, doesn't know what to do. Now he's going to drive inside. Floater is good from Rowan Alexander Barrett Jr., as there is a big 3 from Cole Cunningham, tying the game up. Hornets now up by 3. Donovan Mitchell trying to put the money in the grave with that dunk. 5-point Charlotte lead, about 40 seconds left. Knicks got to get a bucket. RJ Barrett on fire. Fade away. Green, Bean, Machine. Now it's a 3-point game. And the Knicks are not going to play the foul game Bradley Beal for 3, misses it. And if I'm the Knicks, I hold it or I go for a 2. And indeed, to my surprise, they actually would not hold it. They're going to go for the 2. Not a bad decision, as R.J. Barrett does make the layup, so now it's 110-109. Mitchell Robinson would have to intentionally foul Bradley Beal. And this is Bradley Beal we're talking, one of the better shooters in the league. He's clutch, and it shows as he drills both free throws with 12.3 seconds left. So I feel like if you're the Knicks, I feel like you got to hold for a 3. But that's not what they would do. Julius Randle, as soon as he gets the ball, chucks up an absolute brick. There was an extra 10 seconds on that clock. If that's not New York Knicks basketball, I don't know what is. I mean, they could have at least, if they really wanted to shoot it in time, at least go for the quick 2. Or, I don't know, maybe not a fadeaway 3, 5 feet behind the line from a guy like Julius Randle. So now it's a 5-point lead. Cade Cunningham just has to heave it up. No good. And the Knicks, they run into their own way. And that's how they lose this game, 114-109. What a start to this series for the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, they looked really good in both games. Dominated game 1. A little bit of a scare late in game 2. But I think it's safe to say Charlotte was a better team in this one. Cunningham, Barrett, and Anthony all over 20 points for the Knicks. Nobody else in double figures. Meanwhile, for the Hornets, 25 for Edwards. He had like 18 in the first half. 21 for Mitchell, 17 for Beal. A lot of guys in the double figures, actually. So there you go. All 4 series are currently 2-0. And the funny thing is, the only lower seed currently winning their series is the Charlotte Hornets. The 2-seeded Boston Celtics lead the Nets. The 2-seeded Pelicans lead the Spurs. And the 1-seeded Rockets are over LeBron and the Lakers. So next episode, we'll play games 3 and 4. Can the Hornets shock the world and sweep the number 1 seed in New York Knicks? Find out next time. Have a good one. Adios, amigos.